It's a beautiful day. Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Man, we looking good. Everybody's looking good. I'm excited. I really am. Man, look at this grass of mine, huh? Look at this. Look at that, would you? Whoa, look at the legend, Louis. Louis in the house. Louis trying to smell where his old shit's at so he can on it again. All right, I think this Thursday, Loyette Landscaping, they're going to start cutting grass because we getting close to the middle of April. Loyette Landscaping. Did you know that Brad Loyette was the really good open wheel midget sprint car racer? Lives, not a quarter mile from me. Brad Loyette, remember that? The orange 05, number 5. Anyway, Brad's dad, Joe, is one of the largest landscapers, grass cutting people in St. Louis. Good friends of mine. And boy, they do a good job. So just a shout out to Joe Loyette, Brad Loyette, and the whole Loyette Landscaping people. They do a good job, and everybody comments on what they do here at the Wallace property. All right, got a couple things got to get off my mind that's kind of funny. You ever notice how verbiage changes throughout the world? Like I'm not trying to be a comedian, but what was it? 10 years ago, everybody said, at the end of the day, you remember that? They'd go, okay, now, when we water this dirt track, we got to get it packed right because, at the end of the day, we got to race on it, right? Hey, I hope this rain moves out because we really got to, at the end of the day, we got to run this NASCAR race, right? At the end of the day, right? And that's the new one now, right? Everybody, every year, for years it was at the end of the day, and now it's right. I hear everybody getting interviewed, and they're going, I heard like Chase Elliott, he was getting interviewed, and just anybody and everybody. Well, what do you think of the weather? Well, when it's not cold, it gets hot, right? Chase, you had a good run today. You finished third. Well, we got the car handling, right? So respond right here. What's the other one you always hear about? So for me, it was always the businessmen were always using at the end of the day. I remember, I think Roger Penske used it one time. At the end of the day. And that, at the end of the day is kind of gone, and right is the new one now. Right? You're bloody well right. You got a bloody right to say. All right. Right? The big story in the garage area. Rockingham is back, and we talked about it on Herman Schrader. Charlie Marler brought up a graphic that was pretty shocking. The conversation started like this. I asked Kenny Schrader, said, Schrader, Wilkesboro's back. And Wilkesboro's back in a good way. Kenny Schrader brought up a good point. He says, I don't think Wilkesboro opens up without Dale Earnhardt Jr. And we all agree that Dale Jr. is that powerful. Respond right here. Who do you think was responsible for opening up Wilkesboro? Was it COVID with the millions of dollars they got to open it up? Was it Marcus Smith? Or was it Dale Jr.? Or was it all above? How did Wilkesboro get opened back up? Now here we are again next week. Kenny Schrader and myself were headed down to Rockingham. Rockingham's back. It's a newly paved track. Well, a year or so ago, they had a great practice there. About a month ago? Casey Kane's running. The They're going to be running the truck race on Friday night next week. What is that, like April 17th, something like that? Respond right here. And listen, the capacity at that place right now is 32,000. Rockingham seats 32,000 people. And I'm hearing that the Xfinity race is like almost sold out or sold out. Respond right here if you know. Check ticket sales out. But I'm hearing that Xfinity race at Rockingham is looking really good. But Schrader and myself and Charlie Marlowe were talking about, okay, what's going on? Now Rockingham's back. Hey, don't be a fool. You never know. They might bring Cup back. Look what's going. Never say never. NASCAR has learned some mistakes. They're back at Wilkesboro for the All-Star race. And listen, we got a lot of NASCAR Cup tracks that only have one date right now. Look at Pocono. They only run there one time. Circuit of the America. They only run there one time. I mean, you can go on and on. There's a lot of tracks right now that are only getting one date. So for anybody to go, oh, well, Wilkesboro, they only race there one time. Hold on. They're running the late model stocks there. They're running, a lot of series there. So it's not like you're running one race there. You're getting a lot out of Wilkesboro now. So what I want to know from all of you is, what is the reasoning? What's going on here? Why are all these old tracks coming back? Why is Rockingham coming back? Listen, I love it because that was my last NASCAR Xfinity Series win. I dream of Rockingham. I love Rockingham. When I think of Rockingham, I think of Andre the Giant. Google that. Andre the Giant, the great wrestler. Did you know when we would leave Charlotte, North Carolina, and we'd go out 200, 600, we go through all them roads? Andre the Giant, did you know he did live. We lost Andre the Giant, but he lives in those back roads. That's where he did live. We also learned something I'm going to leave you with. Charlie Marlowe said, you guys want to know your age demographic for Herman Schrader? I said, sure. So he looked it up. Did you know that the people that watch the Herman Schrader show, my demographic for all Kenny Wallace stuff, drum roll please, like 55 to 75 years old. Hey, I'm representing us old goats. We're still alive. And I want to thank all of you old people out there for still loving me and loving our sport. But respond right here. Why has Wilkesboro and why has Rockingham made such a great return? So I saw some pictures of Rockingham. It looks brand new. It really does. So I'll see you all this Sunday at Bristol. Trackside Live at noon at Bristol for the big one. And then next week, Schrader and I, what will it be? Thursday night, we'll be downtown Rockingham. Thursday night, we'll be down there with the Marshall Tucker Band. And then, of course, on Friday, Thursday night, downtown Rockingham. Friday at 2 o'clock, we'll see y'all out at the racetrack. And we're going to do some autograph signing, do some Q&A, do some talking. So we'll see you this Sunday at Bristol. And then we'll see you next week. It's a free week, too. There's no cup racing. It's all going to be trucks and Xfinity at Rockingham. All right, respond right here. Why did Wilkesboro and Rockingham, why did they make it back? How did they make it back? All right, have a great Tuesday, everybody.